Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Black Bordering every map in BTD6. Before I get into the run, we're going to check out our social seasons and see how we're doing. First, I'm going to see if I have any more friend requests. I do not, but the friends list is pretty long. It's already at 9 people, all of which have been invited to the team. So let's see how many people we have. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. 8 people in the team. And let's check out our progress. This is still day 1 of the event as I'm recording this. S. Willie and Ratatat are doing quite good, and we have 1,380 stars. We're making our way up to tier 1. I'm not too worried though, because as you progress through your goals, you get more and more stars, and this is only day 1 of the event. So good work, boys. You guys are doing great. The team is still growing and we still have space. So if you want to get in on the action, check out my video where I cover the social seasons event. And you can see in the description and in the pinned comment the link to join my team. For the start, we're going to do a dart monkey right here. This is the earliest or the easiest early game to my knowledge. We're going to put a boomerang right about here. Maybe a teeny tiny, like a few pixels to the right of the middle of this T-junction. Put the boomerang on last and put it on left-handed. And the dart monkey, you just put it right in the middle of this T-junction on first, as far down as you can. And with these targeting options, we can take out round 6. For round 7, you can take your boomerang and put long range on it. Keep it on last, and you're going to be just fine. I know it's kind of weird having one of your towers be on last for the entire early game, but with the way that the boomerang shoots kind of in that straight line, it is able to take out all of like the first few rounds of chimps on this map, even with last targeting and being left-handed. So for round 9, I'm going to get faster throwing on the boomerang. I guess you could get it at the beginning of the round if we have the money for it. But this is the one where it's super long lane, so you'll be okay. And if you don't know how this map works, the first round, so round 1, it goes here and then all the way around this long loop. But on round 2, it goes here and it goes down this way, but then it takes this loop and goes out the exit. On round 3, it's going to go there, this way and then just go around this tiny loop. And for round 4, it just goes in a straight line. So every 4 rounds, it just goes in a straight line. It doesn't take a loop downwards. It is what brings the difficulty to this map, which I kind of like, to be honest. But for round 12, I'm going to put a druid right next to the boomerang. On the right side, but to the left, as far down and to the left as you can, next to the druid. And we're going to upgrade it to Thorn Swarm. And then we are going to save up for a Bionic Boomer. This is kind of a scuffed early game. It doesn't allow us to get Churchill early. Oh, Max is trying to take a hold of one of my books. Don't love that. And he's blocking my screen so I can't see my fast forward button. Max, do you want, he just wants to be in the camera. You know how Max is. We'll do another Max reveal. Say what's up, fella. Oh, over here. Where are you looking, bro? Alright. Max is chilling. You gotta behave, though. We put a king-size mattress in the hallway of the apartment. It's like right by the front door. And it's just setting on its side in the hallway. And you know how cats are. I hope you know how cats are. They see anything they can climb. They see the texture of a mattress and they have claws and they're like, oh wow, it's Christmas. And they just run up the freaking mattress and my little baby Max gets to the very top and then he doesn't know how to get down. He doesn't know that he could just climb down the way he got up. So we've been having some fun with that, me and my grandma. But we can get Bionic Boomer on round 19. And this should allow us to save up for Churchill, but we actually have to do one more thing, and that is get Enhanced Eyesight on the Dart Monkey so that we can pop the camo on round 24 without dying, because that is the straight path, and if we don't get this Dart Monkey, we will die. I think we don't need quick shots. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't need quick shots. I didn't know. I've actually tried this early game once, and I did get quick shots, but it's good to know that we don't need it. Round 25 is the long path, so we're okay there. And then this should mean that we can get Churchill on round 27. I actually don't think it would have mattered if we got the quick shots on the Dart Monkey, because we are able to get Churchill on round 27 either way. When you can get him, put him as far down and to the right as you can next to the boomerang, and then we'll be okay. The next thing I'm going to save up for is a crossbow with quick shots, and then we're going to get very quick shots as soon as we can afford. And this should allow us to beat most of the 30s. There's one more thing I want to go for before we get too far into the run, and that is a Druid of the Jungle. I don't know if I want to stop at 030 or if I just want to go ahead and get the lead, because it is very helpful, because it takes out the leads at the very start, and that way our defenses don't allow the leads to overlap other balloons and cause any trouble. So I think I'll just play on the safe side and get hard thorns when we can afford it, because round 33 gives like pennies on the dollar. And there we go. So the completed early game -1 upgrade is a 130 Druid of the Jungle, 032 Bio Boomer, Churchill, and a 023 Dart Monkey that we are eventually going to upgrade into a 024. We're going to get the Sharpshooter. That's going to be next up on the list. But since we have the Druid of the Jungle, round 36 is going to be no issue. We can get the Sharpshooter at the beginning of the round, and that'll allow us to take out the camos on 36 and 37, as well as clean up these pink balloons without popping them into blues like the crossbow would do. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a village right here as far down and to the right as possible, and we are going to upgrade it to bigger radius and jungle drums as soon as we can afford. And there we go. That completes the early game for this map, Last Resort. So let's take out round 40 in just a moment. Here we go. As soon as the Moab gets into Churchill's range, I'm going to use the level 3 ability. And with that, we are able to take out the Moab before it gets past the straight line. And now we are comfortably into the mid game, or rather the early mid game. What I'm going to do is remove this water, and I'm going to see if I can fit a boat in the range of the village. And I got trolled. Alright. It's not the closest. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this boat as high up as I can, and then I am going to get another village. I know it looks kind of weird. I'm going to get a village as close to the next village as I can. So right about here, I kind of want to be pixel perfect. We're going to put it right here, and we're just going to click, and then I'm going to get bigger radius. And now the Buccaneer has village range. This is important because my strategy revolves around a tier 5 Buccaneer and a Monkey Intelligence Bureau, so if the MIB is not in range of the boat, then we're having some issues. Carrier Flagship is pretty good on chimps. It allows you to have a platform to place extra defense, and that will come in handy later on. We're going to get Destroyer on round 45, and then I'm going to go for Grow Blocker and Radar Scanner. And then the next course of action is save up for a aircraft carrier. If we can get that before round 50, then we should be looking pretty. But we are going to get Radar Scanner on round 47, and if I did my math correctly, I would hope that we can get the aircraft carrier before round 50. We did it. Aircraft carrier before round 50 is achieved. And now we should be able to save up for quite a while in the mid-game. Before I do anything else, I am going to get a tack shooter in between the dart monkey and the village. Uh-oh. It can't fit. That means I can't put anything in between the dart monkey and the village. That's a problem because I was wanting to... I think I put the village too far to the right, on the right side. I wanted to get a tack shooter in there and use it as a super maelstrom. That was going to be my next tier 5, but I think I did a goof and tried to put the village too far to the right, and I screwed up everything. Whoops. Wow, I seriously can't fit it at all. Oh, man. Dude, that sucks. I can't fit anything in there. Okay, well, we're gonna have to improvise here. Maybe I can put the tack shooter right here. Or, oh, this is just such an expensive mistake. I was thinking I could get a support Chinook, but what's the use of that, right? So alas, we keep chugging along. I really hope I can beat this without this space. I think that just means we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to use Super Maelstrom, which is gonna be, it's gonna have to be okay. What other tier 5s could I use instead? There's Grand Saboteur, there's Lord of the Abyss, there's Desert Phantom, there's probably it for the cheaper ones. Lord of the Abyss could be a little bit difficult. Desert Phantom is definitely an option. If I put it right here, it could kind of be out of the range from all the other stuff. But I kind of want to utilize this village more. So we'll see. Desert Phantom would be good, but I'm not sure if we can do that. Anyways, we're getting close to the also dangerous round 63. And I need something to be able to take this out, because I'm not going to be able to do it with nothing. So what shall I spend my money on? Because I can't get the flagship, because I didn't do a good enough job of saving. I could do like a turbocharge. There's really nothing else I can buy. I could get a glue strike. That could be helpful. Let's do that maybe. Let's do a glue strike. Or maybe just a glue hose for now. We'll get a... Nah, we'll get a glue strike with corrosive glue. And for the first wave of 63, I'm going to use Churchill's level 3. And that shreds. Wow, that does a really good job. I think the glue is coming in clutch. Alright, for the second wave, we're going to use our glue strike, and then we'll have Churchill's level 3 ability back for the third wave of ceramics. There we go. And we handle. Now we will have our glue strike back for round 64. And we're looking good. 65 is on the long path, so we can save up. I don't think there will be any issues until round 75. We did it. We have the carrier flagship on round 71, and we can start putting things on the platforms, which is awesome. I have an idea for another damage tower. It's not a tier 5, but it's a very powerful tier 4, If you don't know what it is, it's a Dartling. It's going to be the balloon area denial system. I did use this on Dark Castle, but not the same version. But this thing is going to do really good work because you can put it on the platform on top of the Buccaneer, and what that does is allows you to basically be over the track, and so you can shoot in a perfectly straight line. So we are having all of the Dartling gun Pierce being maximized in this run today. And I was theory crafting a little bit while I was saving up for the flagship. I think I am still going to get this tack shooter right about here because I have a plan. We're going to use the Super Maelstrom for our tier 5, and we're going to do something quite strong. And that is the Glue Strike Super Maelstrom combo, which is pretty dang good. It's definitely a more underrated option in chimps. For 75, I'm going to use a Glue Strike and a level 3 ability on the, what's his name, Churchill. Then I'm going to get a Buckshot for around 76, and then I'm going to get a Blade Shooter with even more tacks. And we're going to be fine because we have the Carrier Flagship. And now, I'm going to start the save up for the bads, but not until we get the Blade Maelstrom. That'll be for round 78, even though we've got so many abilities now. I don't think we're going to need to worry about it. Alright, first wave of 78, we are using the Glue Strike. And I missed half the wave, but this is on one of the easier lanes, so we'll be okay here. And then we start the long, patient wait for the second camo wave to hit. And once it does, we can use our second Glue Strike. So we're waiting, there it is, we can use Glue Strike. And I don't know if I planned out my save up well enough. We may not have the bads before round 80. I might be off by like $1,000. But we're about $2,000 off. We're making a lot of money on this round. I forget this round actually makes you close to like $10,000 if I'm not mistaken. So we do have the bads. I'm going to make sure to put them on target independent. And there we go. For round 80, I'm going to use Churchill's level 10. This will destroy the ZOMG layer, and then I'm going to use a Glue Strike for the insides. Absolute quick work of the ZOMG on round 80. And now that we are on round 81, we are taking the long path. So we have no issues there. And on round 82, I can get a Glue Strike down whenever the fortified BFBs are on their way. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Let's use the Glue Strike, and we have plenty of DPS for the last couple. One thing we are going to need for this run, though, is a Monkey Intelligence Bureau. And, oh, I maybe did make a mistake, because the Super Maelstrom is not going to be in range of the MIB for DDTs. I don't know if that's actually going to be an issue, because we have plenty of abilities, and we have Glue Strike, so... but the Maelstrom is not even going to be targeting camos at all, so we'll have to see. I think round 99 is the only one that I'm going to have trouble with if that does become a problem. But right before round 85, we can get the Super Maelstrom. As soon as I see the second ZOMG come out, I'm going to use the Churchill level 10 and the Super Maelstrom. This does take the long track, or the long path, but I want to pop these ZOMGs down as soon as possible. A good thing about the Super Maelstrom is that its cooldown is very fast. And I'm going to get primary mentoring as well, because it's going to hit the Glue Strike and the Super Maelstrom, and it's going to decrease their ability cooldowns, which is going to be very helpful for the remainder of this run. One thing I did make a mistake of is I do not have the Churchill level 10, so I'm going to use the Glue Strike combo with Super Maelstrom, and then as soon as I can get the Churchill level 10 down, we're going to spam that out. End of round 87, we can get the primary mentoring, and now we're in a pretty good spot. I'm going to use the Super Maelstrom for the BFBs on round 88, and then I'm going to do a Glue Storm with Churchill level 3 combination, and that'll allow us to take out the remainder of 88. 88's a quite difficult round because that round takes the straight path. 89 is one of the easier ones. For round 90, we're going to have to be a little bit strategic because the DDTs are quick, and I would like to use either my level 3 or my level 10 ability. I'm going to use Glue Strike as soon as I see the third DDT come out. We have enough damage with the Bads and the Carrier Flagship to be able to take out the DDTs on round 90. And now I figure out what I do for the rest of my strategy. I think I am going to get an Embrittlement, because that will weaken a lot of these balloons. And it's pretty cheap, so we'll do that. We'll use Churchill level 10, and then we will use the Maelstrom ability. I'm going to save my Glue Strike, even though round 92 does take the straight path. I'll use Churchill level 3, and then I need to save the, what's it called? The Glue Strike for round 93. Another thing I'm going to do on round 93 is right up here, I'm going to get a Snowstorm with Cold Snap. That should be off cooldown for the DDTs here. And let's see, here we go. We're going to use this, we're going to use this. I know that 93 takes the long path, but I just want to take out the DDTs before they get too far. And that was a clean kill. Primary mentoring is so clutch here because I have 3 abilities. I have attack ability, the glue ability, and the ice ability, all with decreased cooldown times. So we're going to use Churchill level 3 on round 94, paired with a Glue Strike and Super Maelstrom combo, and just watch the absolute destruction on your screen. Super Maelstrom already has almost 100,000 pops, and round 95 is here, and we're going to be probably okay. I mean, it's going to take this path, so this might be one of the tougher rounds of the run. What I'm going to do next is get a Spike Storm, and we're just going to get a 0-4-0 for now. We're going to use an early Churchill level 3. This will allow us to shred down some of these DDTs a little bit faster, and then I'm going to use a Glue Strike with a Snowstorm ability, and then as soon as I can use the level 10 ability on Churchill, I'll do that. I'm going to use a Super Maelstrom, and things are getting super close. That is thanks to the Super Maelstrom not being in the MIB range. But we're alive. We live to see another day. And that just makes me worried for round 99. That's really all that does. Do I need to get a Sabo? Well, maybe. I kind of want to get a Alchemist for the Bads and the Carrier Flagship. Carrier Flagship is absolutely cooking. But I think I probably will. I'm going to get a Ninja. And we're going to use... Oh, no. I needed to use a Snowstorm there because I was going to die. And then as soon as the Super Maelstrom comes off cooldown, we are going to use the combo of Glue Strike and Super Maelstrom. More destruction. And we're going to use a Balloon Sabo for round 98, but we can get it before round 97. And I think I need to get White Hot Spikes on this Spike Storm. I'm thinking about maybe getting another Spike Storm. It's not going to be able to fit here. That would be nice. I guess then I'm going to get an Alchemist to buff up the Bads. And 97 is not going to be terrible because it takes the long path. It actually would be dangerous if it was on the short path, but since all of our defense gets to see it twice, we're okay. I have a 3-2-0 Alchemist for round 98, and since this takes one of the longer routes, we should be okay. And this is exactly why I wanted the Glue Strike. We're going to use an early level 10 Striker, or not Striker, Churchill, and then as soon as these DDTs start to pop, we're going to go Glue Strike, we're going to go Snowstorm, and we're going to go with Super Maelstrom, and just look at the damage. I'm going to use a Sabo as well. This might screw me in the long run. But we'll see. We're getting our cooldowns back. We still have a handful of fortified BFBs left, so we actually have most of our abilities back off cooldown, which is great. As long as we don't die here. Maybe I need to use a Snowstorm. I'm going to use a Snowstorm just to be safe. I think I needed it. and we have $10,000. It's not going to be enough to get another spike storm. So what are we going to do? Can I fit another tower up here? I can. That's good to know. I think I'm going to get... Oh my god, I'm $400 off. I wanted to get a main Moab for round 99. And oh my gosh, my Sabo is not off cooldown either. Ooh, we are in trouble. Well, then I'm going to get stronger stim for round 99. I think I screwed myself here. I absolutely screwed myself, didn't I? We're $18,000 away from level 17 Churchill, so we can't do anything there. I suppose I'll get radar scanner on this village. I think that will be pretty paramount. And what we're going to do is use an early Churchill level 3 as soon as we start seeing things. I'm going to use a Blue Strike, and then a Spike Storm, and then the Super Maelstrom. And we take it out. Hold on now. There might just be the slightest little baby bit of hope. Let's see. We have $3,000. Is that enough to get a Moab Mauler? It absolutely is. And I think this is the only place I can put it. Not in range of the P mentoring. That sucks. That's okay. We can get frag bombs. And let's play the round out. We're going to use an insta level 10 Churchill. Get some early damage rolling. But I don't think we're going to be able to make it. I'm going to wait until Blue Strike comes off cooldown. And then I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use this and this. Because we're off cooldown. And do we do it? No. Dude, it's round 100. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, well, I don't think I could have done anything better there, so I think I just have to concede. I thought this strategy was going to be it, but I fucked up my placements, and there's nothing else I can do at all. $3,000, there's really nothing you can do. Maybe like a big iron? Let's see if that works. We'll use Churchill level 10 ASAP. It's because I used the Spike Storm. I think if I didn't... I needed to not use the Spike Storm on 99. We'll use the... this early. We'll do this. And then how about we use the level 3 later? Oh, you're joking. Oh my god, I had to wait to use Churchill level 3? With bad placement. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, here's what you do. You move the Dart Monkey a couple pixels to the right. You put him right over here, just off-centered from this T-junction. Keep your village in the same spot, keep your boomerang maybe a couple pixels off to the right, and then you jam that village as far down and to the left next to the Dart Monkey as you can. Because you're still going to have room in between Churchill and the Dart Monkey. If not, you can restart the run and then you're only on round 20. Then, you don't put the Super Maelstrom here, you put it here. In between the primary mentoring and the Dart Monkey. Then you have more room over here to get support. And you don't have to use your Spike Storm on round 99, because you can use your Super Maelstrom for the DDTs, and then you don't need the Spike Storm for extra damage. Then you beat it. So I'm going to do that. I'll see you guys in about round 98. Alright, well I low-key forgot to record now round 98 and 99 when I was doing the run again, but I'll show you guys how I did it one more time, just so you guys know. I'm gonna click 99 here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. 98, and we'll hit play. So what I did is I waited for all the ZOMGs to come out, and then I used Churchill level 10. And then I had the tack shooter on the right side now. I used my Glue Strike, and I used Super Maelstrom, and then I used an early Churchill level 3 ability. And then we use a Snowstorm when things start getting close to the end. But I actually don't think that I needed it. And just like that, round 98 is done. And then on 99, we pretty much had all our abilities back, so I use an early Churchill level 3 with a attack ability and then a Maelstrom in the middle of the round, and that allows us to beat round 99, and then I'll show you guys how I beat round 100. Alright, I totally forgot to record the round 98 and 99. Basically, I just used all my abilities on 99, started round 100, used Churchill level 10, and am using a Spike Storm. And once this pops, I'll show you guys what I did to beat it. I'm gonna wait until these ZOMGs pop to use the Snowstorm. Holy moly, I can't believe I did that. That's poor from me. But basically, I took away the Druid of the Jungle completely, and I put in Icicles in the back. I have the Mib, I have the Alk buff, I have the Bads, I have the Carrier Flagship. I went for a Spike Storm with a Snowstorm, an Embrittlement, and a Glue Strike. And then before round 98, I got a Balloon Sabotage for round 99. With the leftover money, got a couple Maulers. I was able to put the Super Maelstrom in the right place. Still had the Sharpshooter, everything else. And then I actually did away with the Turbocharge as well, which allowed me to get all that extra support. So that's how I beat this time around. Yeah, this was scuffed, but I would just follow this. You can start with a Dart Monkey and your Boomerang, and then just get a 022 Boomerang, go into your crossbow, and then you can get the Bio Boomer, get the Sharpshooter. You can get Churchill, I think on like round 20 something, like early 20s. He'll be round 16 by around 100. And that's what you do. So sorry this was a little bit of a scuffed run as well, but if you just put everything in the right place, you'll be able to take it out with some practice. But maybe I'll do another run beating this the easier way. But that's it. We got the black border on Last Resorts. And that's going to be it for me today. Love you guys. Can't wait to embark on this social season event. Let's get all the way up to Season 1 Ultimate, if you know what I'm saying. I'm kind of delusional. This was a grind. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.